Hey Hempfield, I'm here with the new principal from East Peak Elementary, Mrs. Calhoun, and she's here to tell us more about her exciting new experiences as a recently hired principal. So, Mrs. Calhoun, would you like to give it a little bit of an intro to yourself and what our audience needs to know?
Sure. Well, I'm actually not originally from Lancaster County. I grew up in Lehigh County, just about an hour and a half north of here, but I always knew I wanted to work in education. So I attended Millersville, and when being in Millersville, I got to experience Lancaster County more and decided that this really would be a place for me to start my journey, and ended up staying here, and I've been here ever since. Prior to coming to Hempfield, I served as a learning support teacher at a high school, and then I also served for several years as an assistant principal at a high school before coming here and having just the joy of joining the East Peak staff here in Hempfield. And as a resident of East Peak myself, this just feels like an absolute dream come true.
So, do you have anything to add about this newfound experience for you being a newly hired elementary school teacher?
Sure. So as a principal, I'm very excited to have the opportunity to be a leader in the building and make positive change and support our students and our teachers and our community equally. Something that's been new for me this year is that I've spent my career working in high school. So it's very interesting. I ended one year with our graduates walking onto their next step of life and started the next year with our kindergartners coming in for their very first educational step. And it's been amazing. I just love the energy that our students bring. I love the passion that our families bring, and just everything that we can be doing as an East Peak and Greater Hempfield community. They have welcomed me with open arms, and I'm just so grateful for that.
So, do you have any new goals this year that you'd like to highlight or anything like that?
Sure. So this year, I'm really aiming to build a lot of positive energy and positive culture within our staff and community, just because that's something that I bring to the table, and I want to be able to support our whole community in that way. One of the most fun experiences that we had was on the first day of school. One of our teachers had the idea of, can we do a flash mob to kick off the year and build off excitement? Absolutely. One of my philosophies is to try and find ways to say yes for things that people are passionate about. So we've been able to do that, but we're also infusing in so many other things. We have a Spirit Week coming up next week to build up for our fund run, which is our major fundraiser with the PTO this year. And our PTO has been behind everything and really supportive of just uniting our entire school and building a lot of excitement for school and learning. So we're doing a lot of that in conjunction with expanding our learning, growing our ability to read and write and do math and explore science. There's just so much greatness happening.
So, talking about new things added to the school, do you want to tell us more about the videos that you send out, the monthly recap videos?
Sure. That idea are monthly recaps for East Peak. They come out at the end of each month. That idea actually came from myself as a parent, always wondering, what's school like for my kids when I'm not there? So this is just that way to get a window into the school building to see what does the learning look like, what does the cafeteria look like, or what's our students' work throughout the day. And it's been a really cool way for me to connect with the students as well as have our families connect with our school and see what's happening. I just love when I'll come around and say, hey, can I ask you a question for a video? And we'll have a second grader just start dancing and just break into some moves. And I think that that's very real because our parents know that our kiddos will get in front of a camera and just go wild or share this really insightful thought because they love having that moment. So we want to make sure that every student has their moment, and this is a way for our community to see what's going on in the school, to build a greater school community that connects our students and our parents and our businesses and everyone else who's involved in East Peak.
So have you seen any reaction from that from the kids or from the parents?
I love it because in the days following me sending those out in our 5 o'clock news blasts, kids will come up and be like, Mrs. Calhoun, I saw the video, and they're so excited. Or our parents will reach out and say, oh my gosh, that was so funny, I loved seeing that. We just did one about school lunches and how what students' favorite lunches are, and you heard everything from chips to teriyaki chicken. So there's just all sorts of great stuff there, and they love it. It seems to be received very well.
Well, from behalf of Hempfield Happenings, I thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming out here. I thank you so, so much.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here, and I look forward to the rest of the year and beyond.